Hello, Leo, and welcome. This is your reading. I want you to relax, calm down, and breathe because this reading is all about you. What we're going to do is we're going to take out an energy card to see where your energies are, and we're going to lay out your spread to see what this week has in store for you, Leo, so that you can tap to your highest potential this week itself. Sounds nice? Sounds nice. Wow. I'm loving what I'm seeing for you, Leo. We have you, which is your energy. We have what's on your mind, what's happening underneath, which only you will know. The energy that's coming up for you this week, what's in your blockage area, what is the advantage you have this week, and finally a card that helps you raise your frequency. So before I start with your energy card, I also want to tell you that in the end of the reading, you can ask a question that you have, a burning question or an impromptu question that you have, and think about it for a second or two, and we'll let the angel cards answer for you. So if you want to experience that, please stay till the end. All right, let's start with your energy. The energy is, oh my God, it's so beautiful, Leo, because it's card number 14 and it says caring connections. Wow, what a way to start a week. So look at all the connections that you have around you. Look at how you treat your connections. Look at how your connections treat you. And that's a lovely feeling to start and raise our energies. Right in the center, your energy is at the Empress, which is lovely. It's card number 3. It's a major arcana, and it's a card of, creation, creativity. She's abundant. This energy is absolutely abundant. It's also a very fertile energy. So if anybody's pregnant, congratulations. This is a very, I see a lot of luxury clothing. I see a lot of, being very well dressed, being very, feeling very good about your own worth, feeling very good about yourself. So it's a very good energy that you are at, Leo, and that's fantastic. On your mind, you have the Temperance. This is again a major arcana, and this is trying to make things happen, tempering things, making them better, enjoying the flow of it. It's not a very active card because this is you don't really see a lot of people won't see what's the action that's going on, but in your mind, you're fully aware there's a plan that you're making and you're trying to improve it with every stroke. You're trying to improve it with every flow. And that's again a very nice energy. Underneath, inside, you have the 10 of Pentacles, which is wow, boom, very nice. A lot of money. Leo, you're sitting in the feeling of a lot of money or actual money, which is very nice. So, wherever you are this week, something tells me you're operating from a place of abundance. There is absolutely zero insecurities, and you're feeling very good about yourself. This kind of layout usually comes when a person has gone through a lot of healing, a lot of understanding themselves, and it seems to me that you have done quite an amazing job on that. So congratulations for that too, Leo. The energy that's coming towards you is Ace of Wands. Whenever we are in energies like this, do not be surprised if new beginnings, new ideas, new sparks, new passions are going to be thrown at you, and you have 2 aces in your reading. In your blockage, you have the Ace of Sword. Well, the Ace is there. It's only that it's in the blockage. And the thing is, when Ace of Sword is in the blockage, it usually means that you need to communicate with a little more clarity. If you have an idea, you have to take the action here, because like I said, in your mind, you have the Temperance. You're sitting in an abundant energy. But if this week you want to make something happen, your blockage card is showing me that A, it's the right time. That's what we need. And B, we need to take some action on it. So this would be a good time for you to take an action, to take an assertive action. It's going to work in your favor. Why? Because your advantage card this week is the Queen of Swords. Look, this figure is holding that sword and executing all her work. So his or her work energies are, they're all the same. It just exists in different people. You can have masculine, you can have feminine. But anyways, she's holding the sword. So your advantage is whatever it is that you want to speak, take action on, step into that space and take action on it. You are going to be certainly one step ahead from the mind to the reality. That is what your reading is showing me. Now let me see the card, which is to raise your frequency. Wow, you're Leo. I am absolutely in love with your reading. You have the Ace of Cup. Now you have three aces, actually four, because the Queen is also holding the sword, but we have almost like three absolute aces. You have the Ace of Cups. Feel good, feel if you want to cry and sort of release yourself, it wouldn't be a bad idea, because the idea is to heal yourself, raise your frequency, feel so much better about yourself, Leo. Wow, I sort of sensed that there was a healing before it, but now I see that you're healing your way through this thing. All right, let's clarify. Let's get a little bit more, although the reading itself is quite beautiful. But just to give you a little bit more idea, your energy Empress, we have the Tower and we have the Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, this clearly shows me that you've been through something and you have patiently sort of rebuild yourself. You have not ignored, you have been extremely grateful, you have taken your time, and you've sort of healed yourself through the process to arrive where you are at right now. Let's see what's the Ten of Pentacles underneath, Eight of Wands and the Hermit. You are growing so much more wiser, maybe because of the healing, maybe because of the time you've taken to heal, but you're also absorbing every idea that's coming your way. With every download, with every idea that's coming your way, you're feeling more and more good about yourself. I guess that's the Ten of Pentacles feeling. Sometimes it's the money, and sometimes it's the feeling of knowing that sometimes it's rich and sometimes it's wealthy. I feel you're wealthy, very, very wealthy and wise, Leo, at this point of time. Let's see what's the Temperance. We have the Ace of Wands and we have the Ace of Pentacles. Oh my God, I am going to call this, I'm going to actually title this reading as the reading with the 5 aces. By the way, we have a few more cards to go. Do we have any aces left? Okay, the energy that's coming towards you, which is the Ace of Wands, which is an opportunity. And we have the Justice and the Queen of Swords. So your advantage, which is the Queen of Swords, this energy of speaking up, of this person who's, who takes the Ace of Swords and does an action, that is presenting itself to you. You're being encouraged to look at every opportunity that's coming towards you. That is amazing. Let's see what is this. And it's going to be a very good opportunity. It's going to be very fair. It's going to work in your advantage. It is, absolutely. So don't ignore any passions, any new signs. Let them all work for you. Let's see what is this Ace of Swords in the blockage, the Death and the Devil. So it's time, actually, when Ace of Swords is actually that energy which can, if I may show you, the Devil has these two people who are chained, and they are chained because of unhealthy ties, unhealthy habits. But this week you have an opportunity to speak up and break down these unhealthy ties, unhealthy habits, anything that's toxic and no longer serving you, because we also have the Death card with it, and it makes it very clear that something needs to wipe off so that you can move forward. Let me see what is the Queen of Swords in your advantage. We have the Temperance and we have the Seven of Cups. So whatever you're thinking of in your mind, whatever you're trying to make better, you will see if you look if you make a vision board and if you look up and you place them all. Let's say you take a board and if you have 5 thoughts, you put up all 5 thoughts on top of the vision board. You will now be able to clearly see that do you want to do all 5 or you want to narrow it down to just one. So when you put things out there are 2 ways to do it. Once you do it in your mind, and our mind can only do so many things because we run too many thoughts in our head at the same time. The second is you put it out there either on a piece of paper, scribble it somewhere, and the minute you write 20 or all thoughts that you think, you're slowly going to realize, this thought doesn't matter. You know what? Let me stick to this one. And so you'll be coming down to that exact one thing, because you have so many aces. Your reading is actually telling me that you're being encouraged to look at one. What is your number one this week? And your raise your frequency, the Ace of Cups is being clarified by 4 of Pentacles and 5 of Cups. So do not hold any thought that makes you unhappy. This is the time to release. I think I mentioned that if you want to cry, it would be okay, because the idea is to let all those tears, all that emotions of sadness wipe out. Go take a nice bath, go take a spa, go take a, cleanse yourself, feel good, feel more recharged. You're going to be looking mighty good by the end of the week. I absolutely love this reading for you, Leo. Now, if you have a question, a thought, a question, something that's been in your head for a while, think about it. I'm going to give you 2 seconds. And let's see what the angels have for you. Forgiveness. Well, for those who are seeking forgiveness, if you're in that space, if you're ready, you can forgive them. If not, you can just say a prayer in your mind where you can just be like, all right, I will forgive. But to yourselves, choose a new direction. With so many aces, I am sure all directions are made for you this time, Leo. And finally, we have within the next few months. So that's a good timeline. Whatever you're planning, we have forgiveness. I guess that's what the raise your frequency Ace of Cups was, that, this is the time to just let death take its toll for those things that do not belong. Forgive. You can choose not to forget, but forgive. Choose a new direction, a path, and within the next few months. So this is what I have for you in this week. I hope the reading helped you, Leo. I'm sending you so much love. I will see you next week.